Welcome to Storyboard. I am Anuradha Sengupta. Shah Rukh Khan is leaving no stone unturned in marketing his production Ra One. He has just launched a YouTube channel for the film that will release on October 26th. He will also use Google Plus to interact with fans, and that should be a big boost for the social networking site. I met Shah Rukh and Rajan Anandan of Google India to find out what the association will entail, and I began by asking Shah Rukh what he expected from the online channel. Listen to what he had to say.
I wouldn't be able to tell you exact numbers. I can just say it like how film people speak, that it's going to be really huge, I'm sure. But I'll be really honest, you know, like when you talk about Indian movies being liked by people outside the country, and lately more so, you know, on the site I think we had about 170 people of different nationalities coming and wanting to find out about Ra One. I didn't know that there'd be about 174 people of that many nations who would like to know about an Indian film. So YouTube gives you that channel, YouTube gives you that platform that, you know, even the people we don't know where they exist who like our movies, they'll have access to it. Right now, I was just told by the whole team here that it's the #1 watched video channel on YouTube. So it's very interesting that, you know, you're able to create this kind of these kind of eyeballs for your film, and of course finally the film will speak. Now YouTube also does actually put the movies on when you wish them to, and have a deal with them, and helps you monetize part of your you know, product's revenue in a different way. So more the mediums, more the platforms, the nicer it is for entertainment.
What is the kind of incentives that a film producer and the film industry, which Shah Rukh represents and leads, should see or expect from these kind of associations?
Today there are 2 billion users on the internet in the world. Across the world there are 2 billion users, right? And 5 years from now there'll be 3 billion users. So 40% of the world will be online in 3 to 4 years. So what's incredible about this platform now is for you know, producers like Shah Rukh and others, you know, the medium provides an unprecedented level of scale. The primary, I think, incentive or what the medium really provides, before we even get to YouTube, is this incredible reach that you can get with the internet, right? 175 nationalities, and YouTube actually reaches a large number of users. I mean, we said, you know, YouTube is the 3rd largest country in the world.
But give us the nature of the relationship, you know, with that you would have, because I'm guessing that the Ra One channel that Shah Rukh is launching is sort of emblematic or symbolic of the partnership program that Google has, isn't it? And we believe advertising can stream on that. So does that apply here?
What we've done with Shah Rukh and Red Chilies for Ra One is very special. So we haven't done anything like this in India before, right? And the association with Ra One really encompasses both YouTube as well as G+. So with YouTube, all the promotional videos will be, you know, on the YouTube Ra One channel. We're going to run a number of very exciting contests that, you know, Shah Rukh can talk about, which again, you know, engages users. We'll live stream a whole set of events, including today, the red carpet and the premiere in London, and so on and so forth. And on Google Plus, actually, Shah Rukh will be one of the first, and we're hoping the first Bollywood megastar who will actually
he will actually then make Google Plus a household name, isn't it?
That's,
because you really need
he's
that,
a household
isn't it?
name. So, you know, I mean, you know, with Google Plus has
Goes
been,
without saying.
you know, absolutely. We think it's going to be a great platform.
It's actually very symbiotic. You know, you are able to, like, for an entertainer, I truly believe that, and it may not sound right because I run businesses and I'm a producer and I'm a filmmaker, XYZ, but I think finally what an actor wants or an entertainer wants is a lot of people to watch him. You know, that's what turns you on. Nothing else. The monies finally don't matter. How many times you're written about it does not matter. It's like, how many people do I have in front of me right now that I can make entertainment for? And, you know, YouTube and G+, and all these, like you said, there are 2 billion people. I didn't know this. I better start performing more for Google and YouTube. You know, it's great fun. That,
will you be doing ads for Google Plus and the whole Ra One association? Will Google be doing any advertising around this association?
So we will actually, we're doing co-market, you know, both Red Chilies as well as Google will actually market the YouTube, the Ra One channel on YouTube very aggressively. So actually starting later this week, you'll start seeing lots and lots of advertising, both online as well as offline. Very significant, extensive offline marketing, marketing that we're doing jointly to actually promote
for Ra One as well for G+.
For the channel. No, actually this marketing is specifically around Ra One for YouTube, Ra One for Google Plus, but it's really centered around Ra One and the Google properties that we want to associate with Ra One.
Right. Shah Rukh, film marketing has changed since the time you got into the industry and today, isn't it? When you're getting
I changed film marketing.
You've changed film marketing. And Ra One, which is perhaps your most ambitious production to date and has a huge and very wide canvas. How do you react to the fact that the internet needs new skills, and how much do you have those resources? When I say you, I mean the film industry, and how much do those resources and skills need to come from partners like Google?
I think, you know, as far as the core of entertainment, when you talk about Google or you talk about YouTube, if I'm able to take away the information part of it, the knowledge part of it, which actually all businesses require, but if I take that away, the core of YouTube, a part of it, is geared towards entertainment. So is our business. So we have a common platform really. Now, to be able to take this screen for people, take this visual for people, and make it innovative enough, as far as I'm concerned, for me it's very innovative that, you know, okay, I work on a television and, you know, you put on cameras and I shoot this. But for Google, I have the choice to be a little more interactive.
Yeah.
So I'm speaking and I can get an answer back and I can answer that back.
But does the film industry have the mindset it takes to work with digital? Because like you said, so the interactivity, the social networking that it allows is different from what you would do for a TV plan or a traditional
I mean, if you're just talking about
plan.
pure entertainment, I think once we know, when an entertainer knows there's a platform, we will be able to evolve ourselves and change ourselves around. As far as just individuals are concerned, I find so many actors and actresses already on the net and utilizing the net personally, plus also to inform about the jobs, about their works, about the products they endorse, which is fantastic.
You slowed down a bit on Twitter, isn't it?
Yeah, too many people abuse me. So so when I'm like feeling really good about myself, then I go on Twitter. So a few abuses, now I'm feeling bad about myself. No, I just found it, you know, like when I'm dealing with people, I'm a little shy about personal life. And when suddenly somebody asks me something which is a little rude or unkind, because I'm not unkind and I'm very well mannered and I'm very courteous, so sometimes I find this nameless, faceless thing becoming a bit discourteous. So I take it very personally, though I don't know. I love sexymama.com guy, but I'm like, why is he talking to me like this? Not even knowing it could be a she. Which would be interesting, but I just get a little thwarted. So now I've started like, okay, I'm just going to talk about stuff. I used to talk very personal stuff. I used to put personal pictures, and then it just suddenly started getting, people are not appreciating the fact that
so there are new rules to this engagement, isn't it, that everybody needs to learn?
I don't know if there are rules, but I think you need to be, it depends on what kind of person you are.
What do you make of YouTube, you know, box office, which is where movies can actually be screened online, which is what Google has launched, you know, and interestingly not with subscriptions and not pay-per-views, but supported by ad revenue. So advertising will happen on this. Is that something as a producer you are open to and you find exciting as a potential? Absolutely, because I find my kids watching everything on YouTube and they like it. I mean, I see them seeing most of the stuff. I'm hooked onto YouTube because of that. I want to see something, I want to see Lady Gaga, I want to see, you know, it's the best way to access whatever I want to see. So if our movies with this channel, if they are about to come on, why not? I mean, you know, it comes on television. But the ad revenues, does that make sense as we speak in 2011, or is there time to see what kind of, I'm still assuming, is there critical mass where that is concerned? No, I'm still assuming the classical way would be a theatrical release, you know, and certain movies DVD release, which has still not happened in India. Some movies are brought to DVD-wise better than theater. And then there will be certain movies, you know, when you make a small, sweet, interesting film, which may not find a theatrical release, you go down to YouTube and say, listen guys, can we just share this and let this movie come out? Chances are, if there's 2 billion people, half of them, 1/4 of them like it, maybe, you know, like El Mariachi, which went into become Desperados, people pick it on, and maybe time is not far when YouTube and Google themselves say, we produce this one, man. That's exactly where come on, let's produce this one. Shah Rukh, come on, act in it. So if Google is doing this, YouTube is doing it, it's fantastic. I would love to do it. Shah Rukh is very optimistic and positive about the kind of revenues that might come out of releasing films online. What has the experience been with box office for YouTube, and how much has the film industry opened up to the idea?
Box office has been very, very successful on many dimensions. So Shah Rukh box office is where one blockbuster movie, you know, about 6 weeks after release gets shown for a month. And then we actually show the second movie, right? So now we're about 3 months into it, we're actually in our third movie. And we've got 11.5 million channel views, which is unprecedented. What about the ad revenues? Because that's when Shah Rukh will decide whether Ravan gets on there, isn't it? I can't share the actual numbers, but we've got one of the largest advertisers in India. It's actually Intel. It's an Intel-sponsored property, where the ad revenue is actually very meaningful. And in fact, as you know, we share most of that with the content owners. So Ravan online release eventually?
No, I'll give you an example. Like suppose this one is obviously budgeted very high, would have to have all the classical releases, and soon enough I think this box office will be a classical release also, maybe a week later, 2 weeks later. It's like a television. You know, nobody thought satellite rights will sell for that much about 10 years back. I've been in this for 20 years, but unheard of. You know, if I can make a film within a budget and you have these amazing sponsors and you have YouTube, why wouldn't I premiere it on it? You know, I have young boys and girls who work for me in the office and they're like, Mr. Khan, I want to make a movie. I mean, listen, we can't, it's very expensive to make a 30 crore film, 40 crore, and you need a star. I don't have a star, but I have a great story to tell. So come to them and I have a great story to tell, you know, let's share it. I like to make a movie sometimes, and most of the time, that, you know, this one I don't want to make for money. Let's just have fun with it. Here is another set of people who say, if it's really nice, wouldn't make you some money at least. You come together and do it. This is really too big to start off on the net, to be really honest. But once you've done the classical stuff, and you turn around and say, you know, whatever little we can muster now in terms of monies, but whatever we can muster in large numbers in terms of eyeballs, a lady in Greenland, you know, who doesn't know of me, I would like her to see this film. You know, so does it reach this? Of course, out of the 2 billion, there are 300,000 people from Greenland who are watching this.
They're all online.
Yeah,
so and they're all on YouTube.
I said, come on, let's do
Shah
this.
Rukh's already open to the idea.
Yeah, I think we're going to get back to it with a YouTube first movie.
The Ra One channel has already become the most watched by Indian users on YouTube, and I'm sure Google is expecting the Shah Rukh Khan magic to work wonders for Google Plus as well. Google Plus was open to all last fortnight. It is currently estimated to have 10 million users, that according to Google is far greater than their expectations. And while that number is tiny compared to Facebook's over 750 million, Google says it's offering what nobody else does, especially the Hangout video chat service. Here's Google Plus developer Vic Gandotra on the initial by invitation strategy that was used.
Our field trial that we launched with was a conservative approach because we were very concerned about protecting people's privacy. And we wanted to take it slow and make sure that our circles model actually worked and that it allowed people to share in a discrete fashion. I think that's been proven over the last 3 months. And now we are going to continue to add new features and build upon what we've already shipped.
After the DLF IPL, this tie-up with Shah Rukh Khan will be one of Google's biggest content and marketing relationships in India. Ahead on Storyboard, Honda drives in the Brio. Will this small car help the Japanese automakers flagging fortunes? Coming up after the break.